I'm back! Welcome back to my channel. The struggle is real with the makeup nurse. Today is not only Saturday and I don't have to do anything, but it's Scented Saturday, so it's exciting for me. So let's go ahead and get started. And today I'm going to use my Tar palette that I just got. And this is the Sugar Rush Frosted palette. It smells so heavenly. And this is the palette that's in my giveaway, so if you go to that video, that is still active, so you can go and try to win this palette. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's start with the transition shade of Buttercream. Get rid of that. It smells so heavenly. If I were ever able to do a collab, I would love to do a collab with someone that would let me do a scented package or something. And although I love Too Faced because their scented palettes are like, all their scented stuff is so good, I would probably want to do it with a drugstore brand, because I would want to make it affordable. Because the only way I get anything like this, well, I did splurge because it was scented. This and some Too Faced palettes and stuff I splurge on because it's scented. But otherwise, I only buy drugstore, other than what's in my Ipsy or BoxyCharm. Okay, let's go with this Indulgence shade and kind of just put that, darken that up in the crease. So my parents and my sister and her husband and their kids all went to Disney this last week. And I have so many points with, stuff from traveling. So on the way home, but they drive and they live in Texas, so Texas to Florida, and she goes a lot to Disney because she is obsessed with Disney. I love Disney too. But so anyway, I always let them use my points for hotels and other perks and stuff with points, and I'm not gonna need them all, so I always let them use it. So I always give her my Marriott information and download the app. And her husband is super smart with like technology, because I couldn't figure out, like, for my Hilton app, I know how to do, like, I know how to book it through points and whatever. My Marriott, I can't figure it out. So, but her husband is super smart, so he'll figure it out. So I just gave her the information and said download the app and figure it out, because I'm not as tech savvy as they are. Okay, now we went in, well, that shade was Indulgence. Sorry, I didn't give you the name of when I went over that. And then the other purple shade is Decadent. And now we're going to go in with Temptation. That shade looks so pretty. It looks like a pinky nude. You guys, I could not sleep last night, and so this is my time to sleep in. I always am like, I'm sleeping in, I'm not getting up early. I got up at 5 a.m. I'm like, no, Jamie, go back to sleep. So I took some Advil, thinking, I had a little bit of a headache, and laid back down, hoping to go back to sleep. No. And breakfast doesn't, on the weekends here, doesn't open until 7. So I couldn't, like, go get breakfast and my coffee until 7 a.m. Then I talked to my parents and my sister and stuff, and then called my husband. Alright, now I'm going to go in with Sugar Coated and just kind of put that in the middle. You guys, I'm loving this palette. It smells so good. The only bad thing is it does have some fallout, but that's alright. Especially for the price of Tarte, you think it wouldn't have any like fallout or kickback or whatever you say it, for the palette, but it's alright. I'll take the fallout because it's scented. Alright, I'm gonna go off camera because I don't have a scented eyeliner, and I'll be right back. Okay, I just messed up, so I'm gonna take the scented makeup wipe. It smells so good. It's watermelon scented. I'm gonna just, no, I think it's still there. Okay. Even this smells good. Oh my gosh. Alright, sorry. Now, let's go in with the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. I forget what, I better let that dry for a minute. Okay, let's go in with this. What kind of videos are your favorites? And what kind of videos do you not like to see? Just so I know, you know, what content to keep putting out. Okay, let's do, oh, I need to go do my foundation. Since I don't have a scented one, I'll do that off camera, and my concealer. Okay, I finished all my cream products. I didn't have anything scented, although I saw on Amazon yesterday and I broke down and I saw that Too Faced actually has scented foundation. So I did buy that. So hopefully it'll be there by the time I get home. I can't wait to get home. And so now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Glow Stick. This smells so good too. So if you had a choice, like I was saying before, to do a collab, what would yours be? Probably not as crazy as what I would do. If they would even let me, because I know a lot of times people can't do scented stuff because they break out, but I mean they still make scented makeup, so for the people who wants it. So, and I was watching, I think it was Just Nina and Lori Latimer, I think, those two channels, they had, and I've watched so many channels, I can't remember, but I think they actually had scented, like good scented, like peachy scented face masks. So I'm like, oh, I gotta look into even the skincare scents, because yeah, some of the skincare might smell, but it's more like just like the regular skincare type scent. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna go in with my Quick Hair Spun scented. This is more like a perfume type scent, and it's always right on there, like a lot, because when I traveled, was kind of like the ones that you can turn it, but whatever, it'll do. Good enough for who it's for, right? All right, now I'm gonna take my scented brush. It's like a coffee scent. It smells so good. And I'm gonna use this butterscotch. This is a translucent matte from Physicians Formula. Actually, you know what? Physicians Formula is a drugstore brand, and they have scented makeup. Maybe if I could ever do a collab, it would be with them. But L'Oreal has scented makeup. I'm going to be using the blush here. So something like that, like something where it's affordable. Get this all in my T-zone. Butterscotch and coffee. I don't know if that goes well though. This ends, my hair. I'm gonna go this Winky Luxe bronzer, and it's in the shade Latte. But this is the one that smells like coffee breath. And not the coffee, like, good scent. But my favorites are the Physician formulas. But I use that almost in every scented Saturday, so I figured I'll go with the coffee breath today. And hopefully my breath don't smell like that, since I'm drinking coffee. I mean, I like the shade and everything of this. And there are two palettes that I have that I bought that were scented, are so powdery. Like, I can deal with a lot of powder and makeup that isn't the greatest. I can try to make it work and I'm okay with it. But it was so awful, like, that to that point that I haven't really used it much. I've only used it, actually I think I only used it, each of those palettes once, and that was during my first impressions Friday. And I haven't used it since, because it's so powdery. So maybe I'll use it again for a scented Saturday, even though I don't know. Anyway, let's blend that coffee breath smell off my face. They're gonna be like, man, you just had coffee, Jamie. Well, good news is, plus, I'm not going anywhere today. I'm staying in my hotel room. Okay, now we're gonna do the scented L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted Scented Blush. And it's like a peachy tone. It's not really keeping its scent. It's like barely there anymore. That's why I really like the Physician formula and the Too Faced. Their palettes or their stuff really seem to keep the smell, the scent. So I really like those. Alright, so now we're going to do highlighter. Even though I really don't like a glow, this is the only scented powder highlighter. And this is in a golden nude, so I'm not really, I really don't like the golden shades. I like the icy, but you know, it is what it is. Oh my gosh, and this was very powdery too. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's like all... I forgot this was very powdery. Wow. Might as well say this is a loose powder. I didn't buy a loose powder. But it does smell pretty good. I saw on Amazon a bunch of these. Like, this must be their new, like, thing they're doing, because I saw a bunch of these. And I was gonna get them when I got the foundations, but I'm like, yeah, I need to stop spending money. Okay. It's just so hard, you know. Okay, let's do our under eyes. I'm gonna go in with this Decadent purple shade to kind of get that pop a little bit more in my eye. And then maybe a little bit of this Temptation underneath. And then let's do sweet, let's do Sweet Tooth here, because I haven't used it yet. And I already used one for my brow. Corners of my eye, the Sweet Tooth shade. Alrighty. So that part of my eyes are done. So now I'm gonna go in with brows and mascara, or no, not mascara. I do that last now, thanks to you guys. I'll do my brows and then we'll come back. Okay, let's do brushes now. Wipe some of this off. Alright, I'm going to go in with this NYX Lingerie Xxl in the shade Haunted. I can't figure out the smell of this though. It's kind of sweet a little bit. But I can't pinpoint the smell. Let's let that dry down for a minute. While we're waiting for the lipstick to dry down, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Coconut Scented Setting Spray. I really don't like coconut, but for some reason I don't mind the smell of it in like makeup and stuff. And like, I don't mind the smell, I just don't like the taste of coconut. So while that's drying down, before we put mascara on, I'm gonna go in with the Wet Cherry Lip Gloss for over my lips. And this smells so good. So good. And this is by Lime Crime. I never heard of them. Until I went into Ulta, I'm like, I saw like the cherry on it and I had to smell the tester. Oh, it was so good. No, I don't get near the tester. I just, you can smell this as soon as you take it out. Because I wouldn't be that unsanitary and do that to other people. Okay, so it's a little goopy. I might have put way too much of the gloss on, but that's okay. I think it's just because I did that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead with mascara and I'll be right back. All right, well, this is the final look using most scented makeup. And what do you think? I really love the Tarte palette, you guys. And this cherry scented, oh, so good, yum. And some of the other scents. Subscribe to my channel if you're not, and hit that little bell next to it so you're notified of future uploads. And if you're not new here, welcome back and thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed Scented Saturday. Bye!